Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2861 of What You Up To Now. Documenting my journey, sharing lessons learned, good, the bad, the ugly, pretty much over the last 8 years. This is actually the 8th year in a row that I've shown up and talked about what's going on in my life, what's working, what's not working. Originally, as I moved from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to the online world of business. And that's what I started out in, was, of course, encouraged like everybody else is by my coaches and mentors to be brave, stop being scared, and just show up every day and be yourself. And I think it's prepared me well for the direction I'm going with my life and my businesses and my legacy. Our topic for the Be a Better You Annual Challenge today is legacy. I'm drinking hot, warm lemon water for my throat. I don't know if it's helping. It'll come back when it comes back. Hopefully it won't be like 2 weeks of laryngitis. That would be miserable to listen to. It's miserable to talk. It's like I have to breathe and push my voice out just to have it be a little bit above a whisper. So today we're talking about legacy. What the heck is legacy? Why does it matter? Our legacy, whether we're aware of it or not, it's kind of like our reputation, our personality, our brand, depending on whatever you're doing in your life. It's determined by other people's impression and the impression that we're putting upon them by what we put out into the world. So if we put positive in the world, people tend to have a positive impression about us and we have a positive reputation. If we put out a lot of bitching, moaning, whining, complaining, and negativity, guess what kind of reputation we have? That's so awesome. So it's our daily actions and how we show up in the world, our energy, our perspective, our points of view. It's the words that come out of our mouth. It's the things we say, the things we do. It's our facial expressions and our body language. All of it is impressing upon other people and the universe and the world our legacy. And it's the daily decisions that add up to be what our overarching legacy is. So if you catch yourself being a curmudgeon, stop, change, take a deep breath, refocus, and focus on what it is that you want to create in the world. We talked about in Supersize Your Business how we can intentionally create that legacy and some of the things that I do. And then for Be a Better You, I just challenged everybody to look back on the last 29 days, including today, and say, am I different than I was on November 1st? And if so, how? What is the most profound and most just in my face awareness that I have of myself right now? I watch people in another group that I'm in on Skool make incredible transformations in a 21-day challenge. And so, and me too, I made a lot of different realizations and transformations just by focusing on some things for a 21-day period. It doesn't have to be 21 days. Sometimes you can have, well, our epiphanies are instantaneous, let's be honest. It's when we're willing to see this thing that the universe is always trying to show us that we'll have that aha moment and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I think that. I have had a couple of them this weekend as I had no voice and I've been a lot quieter and more pensive and thinking over the course of the holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, and then this whole weekend I will continue on that journey because I'm getting prepared to go into somebody else's 6-month challenge. Now, that's a huge commitment, right? And I think that the person that's leading the challenge is starting to see that it is hard to get people to commit to a 3 or 5 day challenge, much less a 6-month challenge. Even if the thing that you're offering to guarantee that they'll get by the end of that 6 months or you get to stay for free is awesome. And I would say the vast majority of the people on the planet would love and want that. If they don't have it already, then they're not the market, right? If you've got it already, they don't want it. They don't care. But if they don't, they do. They want it just like everybody else does. But what are they willing to do in order to achieve that? Are you willing to show up for yourself every single day for 6 months to get the thing that you say that you want? If you are, great, hop in, go. If you're not, it's not going to be for you. It's why so few people finish the annual challenge. I've been doing annual challenges for 8 years, and I would say more than 1% finish, but that's really unusual. It's usually after they've been a couple of years because it takes some trial and error to say, yeah, I'm going to show up for myself every day and I'm going to pay attention to this one thing about myself all year long. And I'm just going to do the little thing and realize how much we've massively transformed by the end of the year. It's really, really powerful. But most people won't show up for themselves for 5 days in a row, much less for the people they love and care about, much less 365 days or 185.5 days. So it's going to be really interesting. I'm excited to see how somebody else does it versus just me, because we all do things our own way. I do what works for me, and this person will do what works for them, and we'll see how it goes. All right, I am rambling, and I don't have enough voice to ramble. If I can help you in any way, working on my Skool community still, which is the thing I'm going to be focusing on for that 6-month challenge, which is why I can make it a yes, because I know that I'm working on what I want to create while doing it in that format. And I'm still going to do an annual challenge next year of my own because I love doing them, right? I do it as much for me as for anybody else that chooses to participate. But I think that's going to be the first thing that I offer through my Skool community as a paid thing, because I'll have a whole lot of things that go along with it. Daily coaching, access to me, which is very rare to get these days, mostly for my granddaughters. All right. That's all I got today. If I can help you anyway, ask, please direct message or type me a message or an email or something instead of voice activation or voice calls. I'm saving my voice just for my video content. All right. And to tell my granddaughters I love them and my kids. All right. Have a great day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.